And so I just, asked him if he'd be interested in learning about something that had helped people with brain injuries. And he said yes, and just started talking to him a little bit. And what brought it up is because he went downstairs and saw my display with the Clogris kids. And he said, "Oh, you do mission work?" And I said, "Yes, I work with a company that, helps children, and we help a lot of people." And so he started asking me questions. So I didn't even have to bring it up. So it's that visibility. And he said to me, "Oh, I want a card." And so, yeah, he was asking me, and that was really fun. So, you just have to look for those opportune moments.
Well, and there was one major word that you said, and that was visibility.
Yes.
And there are a lot of ways for us to be visible, but that is awesome. And there's nothing better when someone else is asking you, isn't it?
Right. Well, and the man that's fixing my roof, I mean, he's saying, "Oh, my shoulder hurts," and so conversation kind of started. Made him a shake. He said, "Hey, I feel better. We need to talk more about this." And so there's just those times, and really being into their life, I think. That's what I'm really learning, it's that really being part of what they need.
Right, exactly. But just like Christina, being genuine. You're just leading with your heart, not with the sales pitch, which is which is always well received. Always. That's awesome. So, well, there it is, 10. So, Roger, we're 10 after. It's time to get started.
Okay, and the thing that I think is neat about both of those people that shared is both of them had to do with visibility. Both of them are putting themselves out there, and people are coming to them and asking them about what's going on. So I think that's way cool.
Very cool.
Let's see here. So let's see.
Oh,
we've done
there
our
we are. We're
workout.
still working out.
We're still working out. That's right. That girl in the background is really bugging me, though. Okay. So if you're not having fun, you guys, you're done. We hope to do a fun training with you today, and hopefully we're going to cover some things that maybe you didn't know about, and maybe from a different perspective too. Some of the things will be the normal training things, but some of them might be just a little bit different. So get your paper and pencil and be ready, and hopefully this will be really fun. By the way, I'm Roger Broberg, and my partner in crime here is Louise Kohl, and we're going to have a lot of fun here. So first we're going to go through the compensation plan. And the first way that you can earn a profit in Relive, and by the way, this is a business training, that's why we're talking about the comp plan, is retail profit. You can earn between 10 and 40% with Relive. And so when I first saw this, I was going, okay, it takes the same amount of time whether I'm going to earn 10% or 40%. And I'm not the brightest penny in the pocket, but if I've got the choice between 10% or 40% earnings, I'm going to take the higher profit. So when you retail $100 worth of product, you can make between $10 and $40. Wholesale profit is just the relationship between distributors. And there is one thing on the comp plan that is just something that I just really, it just drives me crazy. So this is not 500, it's 350 is what it costs you. When they price something at the store, they don't tell you what it used to be or what the retail is, they tell you what the sale price is. So, you can go through this and you can show the people that all of these amounts are different, like that this is let's see if I can draw this. 30.
Wow. I'm totally 50. Impressed.
Okay. So the first number that you give these guys is going to stick in their brain. If you tell them it's $5,000 to become a master affiliate, if it was me, they would freak out. So tell them it's $3,250 plus tax and shipping, and that you get $5,000 worth of product for that. So anyway, that's just the comp plan according to Roger. And let's see if we can. Oops, wrong way. There we go. Oh no, the 3250 stuck.
That's okay. We can work with it, Roger. We can work with it.
We can get rid of that. There we go.
Oh, I'm totally impressed. So just like Roger said, when I saw the opportunity, I just went, well, why would I want to do anything less than the most? And and that's because I'm a bulk buyer, and I thought, let's get the most amount of product for the least amount of money. And at the time, it wasn't because I was thinking of setting myself up in the best position, but that's exactly what happens, because then you're set up for overrides. And at this point, you have people that are in your group when you're sharing it with someone, and in this example, it's Susan, and Susan understands where you're coming from, and she's understanding that she's going to have customers and she's going to have other distributors or they getting cases, but all of her volume then, because you've introduced and worked with her, the company pays 8%. Well, that was introduced to me in that regard, and then I realized, oh my goodness, this is the ongoing. I don't have to keep going out and finding a new customer. This is you work it once and you get paid for the rest of your life, the duration, the length of time that you're with the company. And that residual income, I love the fact that in the compensation policy it talks about residual bills. Yeah, we've got residual bills every month. We get bills on a regular basis, just basic bills from either rent or mortgage and all the utilities. They're basic bills. It's phone bills. They come in on a regular basis. Nobody asks if you have residual income. I love the fact that this is a regular ongoing thing that you don't, even if you have a week out sick or a month out sick, or you have to take care of a child or parents or whatever the situation, it's still coming in. So very quickly, the overrides are calculated based on business volume, and that is you introduce it to Susan introduces it to Jim, and what's beautiful about that is Susan knows Jim, but because you've worked with Susan and you probably worked with Jim, the company then pays you 6%. It goes on down, 6, 4, 3, 2, and all of these people could be in different countries. And very quickly, a story that was told to me by, her name she's in Chicago, Diane Hummel. She said that she introduced the business to a neighbor on her left. Basically, I don't remember exactly left or right, but left. It went basically around the world and came back to the neighbor on her right. I mean, that's how amazing it is. So this is almost a circular motion. So everybody can be in a different country, and sometimes you won't even know them, but because you knew Susan, the company pays you 5 down. So those are, let's just go with the power of multiplication very quickly. When you have 3 Susans and the basic doing small volumes, I mean, just customers, distributors, your own use, 2,000. Those people are doing 2,000 each, and that cumulatively is 6,000. Now, ultimately, you can have one person do 6,000 and 2 people not doing anything that month. But these are all master affiliates at the highest profit level. 8% ends up being $480. That is a good chunk of change and could make quite a difference in a family. And it goes on down. 3, let's just say those 3, no 3, and this is just easy math, 3 to 3 to 3. So you've got 3 people who've introduced it to 3 people who have decided to come in at the top profit level also. With 2, you've got 18,000, and it goes on down, 8, 6, 4, 3, 2. Ultimately, you can see those numbers, and that 18,300, all of us, I think, were blown away by that when we first saw it. And since being in the business, there's just a multitude of people that do that on a regular basis. And the beauty of that is not only, yes, their living has changed, but their giving has changed even more. And that's where my passion goes. So that affects your giving in a big, big way. Okay, Roger.
And we're going to go into the giving a little bit later on.
Yeah. Later.
I just wanted to add one thing. That $2,000 a month for each distributor represents approximately 20 people that each of those distributors are helping, each buying about $100 worth of product a month. And that scenario on the screen, total distributors is 364 people. But if you multiply those 364 by the 20 people that they are each helping, that's 7,280 people that you're affecting the lives of. And sometimes we forget that. We just think that that's the amount of people that we're helping, but each one of those are helping 20 people. And so if money and business isn't your passion, that helping people is, what better way to help that many people than to have a business and help over 7,000 people. So So we're going to get into the business training now. And how do we succeed with Relive? There's a circle of success that we're going to go through with 5 different steps. And new people are what fuel our business. We have the Relive system. It's kind of a business cycle that we take people through. There's daily activities that we can do with those people, and we have corporate support. But those new people are what fuel our business. So the circle of success: identify, connect, share the story, ask for a decision. Register and go is what Louise and I are going to focus on today. But the key to all of this is action now, and these are daily things that we need to do, along with that follow-up with the people.
Okay, so the whole thing starts with identifying, and there are 2 ways that we can look at this. We can go, oh my gosh, who can I talk to, or take the stance that Roger introduced about the helping people. And there's opportune moments. They're just Facebook. I mean, Christina shared what the visibility. The visibility is huge, and but you know, when you identify, it's just who do you want, not who needs Relive, not who's dying, not any of that. Is who do you want to live life with? There are some people in my sphere of influence that I very much would like to spend the rest of my life with. People I'd like to travel with, people I'd like to do all sorts of things with. These are the people that would be your friends with, or they would be complimented to know that you would like to spend time with them. So put them down. You know, there are people that, yes, they could use product, but there's people, everybody could use the business. Everybody. And one of the things, because of my mindset, my thought is the business can pay for the product. Ultimately, you can have free product because of the income coming in is paying for your personal product, and over and above that, you have some profit. So making a list, and this is just the basic 10 and 10, but don't stop there. You know, the more people you have, the the more confidence you have when you're talking to them, whether, I need to think about it, you don't get discouraged because, I need to wait, and you're just working with that one person, because then you'll be desperate. But anyway, so you write why you thought of them. People are always complimented because you thought of them, always. And then contact right away. And just aside here, really don't do it by yourself. And that doesn't mean you have to do it with your immediate upline or anything like that. I recently, the stories mean so much. And when I'm talking to people and I am introducing them to someone with a great story, they're always so complimented that I thought of them enough to connect them with somebody else. And they're so complimented that person took time out of their busy schedule. It's amazing how that works. So there's always new people to talk to, always new people. And here on the slide it shows where you can find those people. And on your roof, what you heard Luann say, and social media, Christina, and just people who know that you've got something. And in my case, I've had two people contact me because they know they've heard about what I have. It's awesome. And I love the fact that I can say, yes, I'm still doing that. So there are unending ways. I have a pile of business cards I've collected over the year, and I was talking to Luann about it, and I went, I don't even know half the time who these people are, but you know what? Contacting them and saying, I have your business card, and I don't remember why, connects them. Let's meet. It's just a pile of people to identify. So, okay, next slide.
So the next thing that we want to do is, after we've identified those people, is we want to connect with them. And you can pick out who you want to talk to first, great, but you just want to share with them why you were thinking of them, that you might have something that could help them, that you want to get some information for them. Ask them if that'd be okay, if you got some information for them about something that might be able to help them, whether it's in the business area or whether it's in product and health-wise. But your goal is to set an appointment with them. Sometimes it's good to bring in a story at this point and pique their interest, but you want to get that appointment.
Okay, and these are just ideas for opening sentences. The best one is the one at the bottom. How are you? Few words, and I don't have to think about constructing a sentence. How are you? It's a natural thing. And the crazy thing is, people will tell you how they are. It just blows my mind. Sometimes I wish I hadn't asked the question, but on the other hand, it works. How are you? And then listen. That's the big thing. Just listen. And
absolutely.
Go ahead.
I mean, if you ask people about their family and their health and their friends and their recreation or whatever, things that they like to do and things that they wish that they could do, they will tell you how to recruit them if you just listen.
They will. And a lot of times the conversation will go with, hey, what would you like to have more of in your life? What would you like to have less of? Well, let's go with, what would you like to have more of? And we have a lovely conversation, and then they're telling me what they want. So, okay, Roger, yours.
So at that point, after we've got the appointment, we want to go and we want to share the Relive story. We want to share the whole Relive story. We want to share your heart, your belief, your passion for the company and for the business. You want to put it all out there so that they have all of the information that they need. And that can be just a very simple presentation to a full Relive presentation. But use stories people are going to relate to those stories. The stories are what touches their heart.
And this is this is what is so cool, I think, about we have 3 things that we can offer, well, actually 4 with the business, but are they interested in fitness and weight loss? Are they interested in essential nutrition? Are they interested in targeted solutions? What are those? And I one of my appointments yesterday was that it was interesting. The gal one of her things was not weight loss, but she was she's needing help with weight. And I was able to point out Provantage and got her hooked up with some other people because, putting on weight is not a problem for me. So that opened it up to, I said, let's get someone on the line for you to talk to, and let's see what they did so that you can have the best start. And it was just wonderful. But we've got the fitness and weight loss in Fit 3 and those products right underneath there. Essential nutrition, always the dynamic duo of Now and Luna Rich X, or Classic and Luna Rich X, and then the targeted solutions. And just the follow-up and keeping in touch with them and tweaking is the best way they will get the best results, because as I've heard more than once, and Jim Bueller is one of them, is you're going to be better taking Relive than if you're not. So there you go.
Okay, so another area that, like what Louise said, is that we can look at Fit 3. Everybody wants to be fit, healthy. If they're already fit, they want to maintain that. So that's a great area to go to. And frankly, the customers to work in that area, a lot of times, you're not working with severe health problems and stuff. You're on a positive thing where you're helping people to become more fit and healthy. So you can see some of the results there of what Fit 3 has done.
And here is that slide. This is one of my favorite. Rodlin, who's, I don't know, he must be about 10 by now. But what an amazing transformation. And Relive Collagus Foundation, absolutely my heart, and Roger's too. We have an opportunity in giving back through the Relive Collagus Foundation a couple of ways. And first of all, the ReliveCollagusFoundation.org has a donation button. You just hit the donation and you can donate. A lot of people are interested in that, like the gentleman that Luann was talking about, very interested in this mission. But the one thing that, as master affiliates, PVQ to the Relive Collagus Foundation, that product goes to those children. It is a write-off. It's $60 for us to write off, and you're making a difference. And we need a PVQ anyway, so we don't even have to remember to do it. You just do it automatically. That is absolutely essential. What that Relive Collagus Foundation does is, I don't even think we know really how impacting it is. We know some of it, but all of it, the more I hear the fact that we don't just feed these kids and leave them alone, we follow them, and they become viable and very, very beneficial global citizens that can make a difference. So I would encourage everyone to do your PVQ to the Relive Collagus Foundation. Okay.
I love PVQing my PVQ every month to the Collagus Foundation, and I never miss that. And if product is really tight for you, well, who isn't it tight for? It's tight for me too, but I love giving back to those kids and doing that. I was flabbergasted when I heard that only 3% of master affiliates are PVQing to the Collagus Foundation. You guys, if you haven't got that set up, set that up and do that so that every month, the first day of the month it comes out, it goes to the Clovis Foundation. Another way that you can do that is also you can round up your orders on your order form. It'll give you a chance to either do that or to make an actual donation when you're placing an order. So great ways to do that. Another great way to donate to the Clovis Foundation is have big volumes, have big months. If you have a $16,000 volume in a month, not only will you earn a Dr. Ted plaque, and those are way cool plaques, you guys. And that's one of my prized possessions. So when you earn that plaque, the Relive will do a donation to the Clovis Foundation that'll feed 16 kids for 1 month. So not only do you have all of that extra volume, but Relive takes and makes a donation too.
And likewise with this Sandy Montgomery Award, which is so beautiful, this with a large volume of 30,000, 30 kids will be fed for a month, and you're not only building your own business and you're enjoying the profits of and the benefits of your great work, but then Relive goes beyond that, and you are benefiting 30 children in addition to that. So it's just wonderful. Okay, Roger.
Great ways to donate to the Clovis Foundation and to build your business. So as you're sharing your Relive story and as you're doing your presentation with your people, listen to what they're saying. Listen to when they say, oh, my mom needs this, or oh, my neighbor needs this. My neighbor has that disease. My neighbor needs money. Whatever it is, keep one ear on what you're saying and one ear on what your customer is saying, because they're telling you who they know, and you can help them to build their business right from the get-go. And the way to do that is, you can see the things up here, different ways that you can get people connected up, and make sure to ask who they know. Oh my goodness, Louise, that was supposed to be yours. I'm so sorry. I don't know how that got in there. Headmaster Affiliate, Tails, Quick Start. I just love your laugh, Louise. It just makes me happy. I just wanted to do that.
Roger, I love it. But you know what? Actually, that is perfect, because heads, Master Affiliate, and Tails Quick Start, those are the two best ways to get started. And so you ask for a decision. In asking for a decision, you come prepared, of course, with, but quite frankly, I learned early on, and I like it, is you don't come in with a suitcase full of product and pamphlets and all sorts of brochures. I have one piece of paper with me, and that is that piece of paper that has it's the quad of the compensation plan, like what we did earlier, and that's the only piece of paper I have, and I don't bring it out until after we visited for some time. But yes, there's recommended orders that I have on my cell phone. People get really intimidated by papers. For me, that's just me. Maybe I'm intimidated by papers, but come prepared. However you're comfortable being prepared, be prepared, and know that this is going to be a good presentation. This is going to be a good meeting, and people are going to get started, and they're going to be better off. Even having known about Relive and at any rate, get prepared to ask them for the decision. And then the next one is yours, Roger.
Okay. And when you ask for that decision, be quiet and let them think about it, let them answer. Don't try and talk them into anything. Don't open your mouth. You'll be surprised on what decisions people will make. And whatever decision they make, it's a great decision because they've made it. And one, they're not going to have regret because you've talked them into something. But two, they're thinking of the best option for them. And so let them come up with that. Ask them where they want to get started. If they want to get started with a super PAC, a great place to start. But also, who do they know that can benefit from the products? And they can, maybe they have a bunch of people that they want to share it with. And maybe you need to revisit the comp plan and show them how, if they buy some products for them and they're going to share it with somebody, that would actually put them at a higher profit level. So just listen to what they're saying.
Yeah, and actually that's a good point, Roger, because, where would you like to get started? It's time to go over their options. When you ask customer, distributor, master affiliate, maybe they don't remember, So you just go over the best way you can make a savings. People love to have savings. They really do. My appointment yesterday was, in fact, for someone who was already a quick start, but because of this was a referral from somebody who's a quick start, and knowing how much product this person's going to need, that the quick start should be a master affiliate, and that's what we've talked about. So it's it's all about what they want, and like Roger said, be quiet. Be quiet. But sometimes people don't know what they want because they don't remember. So you revisit the comp plan, ask questions, and listen should be in capital letters, and listen. And then one of the things that I've learned from Quila is get started right away on the product. Just stand right there, have them make a shake with them. Watch them drink it down. Talk about, pretty much everybody on this call knows that I'm not into this taste thing, but it really makes a difference to have people taste it. Say, okay, would you be able to do that 2-3 times a day? Yeah, I could do this 3. It's the commitment, and as they say it, they're committed. So, and
Hey, Louise, can I add something right here?
Yeah.
You talked about the savings, and that's really a big thing for people. And I did something last night that I know other people have done, especially on this call, that people have done this and had big months. Relive is taking a little bit of an increase because of increase in ingredients and whatever. And I sent my frontline distributors, customers, an email last night and just reminded them that Relive's products are going to be going up at the first of the month. And if they want to beat that increase, to place an order before the end of the month. People like to save money, even if it's just a % or 2. I mean, they're going to want to save money and place an order before the end of the month.
Thank you for that. That's a good announcement because it is going up, so everybody be aware of that. Thanks, Roger. Mm-hmm. All right, here we go. Let's get working on this. We're a little bit behind time.
So register and go. When you register people, there's several different ways. Let's see if I've got. Yeah, there's several different ways that you can register people. You can do it the old-fashioned paper way. You can call Relive. And Louise and I were having a debate whether or not you can actually do this with distributors or master affiliates. I'm not sure. I should have checked on that, but I didn't. I know you can register customers over the phone. You can do it on the Relive website. You can also do it on your personal website. So there's different ways that you can do that. But Louise, you brought up an excellent point. When you register and go with people, it's not just a matter of filling out a form and then walking out the door. No. You need to help them make that first shake. And you mentioned that Quila teaches that and does that. I know that firsthand, you guys. Quila went on an appointment with me, and she helped the people make their first shake. And she did exactly what she always says she does. She mixed up some Energize and said, "Here, try this." And she said, "Can you do that?" And they said, "Sure." And then she put in some Now, and she re-shook it up and said, "Okay, now try this. Can you do that?" And they said, "Yeah, we could do that." And it's just really true. I mean, you got to help these people all the way along. Sometimes you'll start somebody on product and you won't make their shake, and you'll call them a week later, "Well, I haven't opened up the cans yet," or "I haven't started yet." You know, if they've already started when you're there, then they can keep going.
And, you know, Roger, there is a point where when you have somebody long distance and you don't have the opportunity to, you know, be physically with them to make a shake, I have had them make a shake with me on the phone, only because of what Quila has taught. And it just makes such a difference when people verbally say, "Yes, I can do that." That's they're hearing themselves and they're saying it, that they're committing. And it's just a good thing to have it having to do with communication. One of the things that about this slide that I wanted to bring up is there is so much between the lines of register and go and then follow up with consumers. The register and go for us should be the beginning of a long-term relationship. And
exactly.
And how Tom talks about you live life with them. This is a commitment on our part too. If you're going to register them, then be sure that you want to invest time with these people, because that's a commitment. That's the fair thing to do. It's the right thing to do. It's not about, "Oh, okay, I got another one and I can put them on the list. You know, I got another one. I've hooked them." But yeah. Anyway, we can move on to the next slide. Though the thing that I wanted to quote Jim Buehler, who talks about when he starts off with someone, he is committed to making sure that they get results, and he's talking about both the product, physical results, and financial results, which is a commitment. This is the same scenario as what Tom talks about. You're investing in them. Whose picture did Tom put on the refrigerator? He put on Sarah's picture, not Mindy's picture, Sarah, because he wanted to make sure that he helped Mindy get what she wanted. And that's a big deal. I've really thought about that. That's a big deal. It's to invest in people. It makes a difference, and that's, to me, is the difference with Relive too. So you set up a distributor to succeed. It's about helping them contact people, getting them stories. I've been working with some downline people, and I'm like, "Oh, you know, this is the person to connect with. This is the person to connect with," introducing them with those people so that they have a relationship and they can connect with those people. And it is just made for a lot of feeling of confidence from everyone, because they're not, "Oh, I have to wait to talk to Louise before I can talk to anyone else." No, just start introducing them to people, because when you introduce people story-wise, they have a relationship with that person, and they can contact those people, because what our job is to develop independent distributors. It's wonderful when everybody's working on their own and we get together. I have no idea, but Tom probably doesn't talk to all of his frontline every day for hours, because he has developed them as distributors to operate on their own, which is awesome. But you don't let them go, because you do life with them. So it's identifying, building the list. They've talked about people, Let them know that. Connecting. Make that call right away. Right while you're there. Why not? And then sharing the story. Get them their first appointment. That first appointment is it's like graduation. It is so exciting. And then Roger has some. Roger, is it coming up next? There's the basics of running a Relive business. Roger has got some secrets that he has found that is pretty awesome.
Well, I don't know about that, but another thing that you can do when you register and go with them is set a time to follow up with them. Set a time that's most convenient for them, and they'll know that they're expecting a call from you then, and you'll know that they're expecting a call from you, and you'll make sure to have a story for them. So you're really registering and going with them, but you're registering the fact that you're going to do life with them. I really like that, Louise. That's awesome. Yeah. So there are Relive tools. There are a lot of Relive tools that we have, and we're going to cover some of these that you may not know about. I've been in Relive for 11 years and tripped on some the other day that I didn't know existed.
Well, and this is my favorite, Roger. This is my favorite tool.
Mine too.
I take it with me all the time. And yes, I do the comp plan, but I do it with this tool. And the thing that it's just everything's out there, and maybe it's because it's visual. Maybe it's I'm not quite sure what the attraction is, but everybody else likes it too, and they always want to keep it. You know, I start to clear up, say, oh, may I keep that? And I'm like, absolutely, of course you can keep it. It's yours. But it's the showing the investment. Yes, you're going to get $500 worth, but you're only spending $375. Or on the other. Let's go to the master affiliate one, Roger. Because
you can tell I've had my red pen out, huh?
Yes, I love it. I love it because here at $3,250, you get $5,000 worth of volume, but you have an opportunity, and I like the fact that Roger crossed this out because you really do have the opportunity of $500 of a savings or earning $500 versus or up to $1,750. One of the things that I thought of in the very beginning was if I never took the product, I had a $1,750 profit already built in. That was just one of those thoughts. It was just one of those thoughts. If I never took the product myself, and there are people that have in fact sold their entire master affiliate order before they've even consumed any of it, because of the excitement. I did consume part of it, but it was gone in a month. I thought it would be a year's worth, but it was.
Some people order in a master affiliate order, put it in front of their TV, and just sell it before they'll watch another TV program or whatever. Every year they do that. So yeah, that's awesome ways to do it.
I have to confess that I haven't gotten that big, but that's wonderful accountability. It's wonderful. So this is a vital tool. Make sure that you have some in your stock that you carry around with you because people love it. Okay, so Roger, go ahead. Next.
Okay, so we're going to do something just a little bit different for a second. I'm going to go to relive.com, and I'm going to show you guys something that I tripped on the other day, and I'm going to be real brief with this. But if you log into Relive, see here where it says Business Tools, click on that. There's all sorts of things here that you can use. The presentation media is there, videos, a whole bunch of different things. But I'm going to go down to this one, the Relive Graphic Library on Flickr. And there are a lot of fun things in here. And hi, Christina. How are you? There you are.
There's Christina.
There's Christina. It gives you Fit 3 results. Look at the president here. He's looking pretty buff. Debbie Granz, I don't know if you're on here, but wow, what a transformation there. Donna Badise, excellent. Jeremy Bussman, holy cow, look at him before he started. Now look at him after he wanted to trim down for his wedding. Great. I don't know if Roger's on, but Roger Rodriguez, holy cow, you're looking great, dude. Awesome transformation things there. We're going to go back to the albums, and then I want to go down to this one. This is the one that I did not know was in here. Infographics, and they've got some fun things on here, okay, like the fiber store comparison with Metamucil and Benefiber. We've got fiber store and how that relates to as much fiber as. You've got the kids, Pediasure and Vanilla Kids, or as my granddaughter would say, Vanilla. She loves her vanilla milk. Let's go down here. This one, create your own shake. How fun is this? Okay, you choose a base. You can add fruit. You can thicken it up with, looks like avocado, ice cream. Ooh, that sounds good. Add a liquid like coconut milk or regular milk or water. You can flavor it up. You can power boost it with one of the targeted solutions. Pretty cool stuff that they've got on here. The thing that I thought was way cool was this one. Okay. How many of you have ever had somebody ask if our products are gluten-free? And do you know which ones are gluten-free? Okay, you can pull up this and show them these are gluten-free. How about vegetarian? Or if you've got someone that's Muslim, okay, these are the products that are halal, which means that they are okay for someone that of the Muslim faith. Kosher for the Jewish religion, and some of the other people go by that also. Vegan, okay, there you go, the products that are vegan. That shows you all of them. Let's see, back to the album. There's a vegetarian one here. Okay, awesome. And how many of you have always wondered when the products came out? Okay, there's a timeline for you if you want to know when they came out. Okay, pretty cool stuff. I didn't know this was here. Maybe you guys did. Probably most of the millennials knew that it was there because they're always up on that kind of stuff. But I was pretty clueless. Okay, so anyway, that's some neat stuff that way. Let's go back to what we were doing here. And okay, so let's see, who's on the Relive system? That's you, Louise.
I am. Yeah, so that's pretty exciting. I was very excited about that information, and more excited now. That's very cool. So that just lets you know that ultimately Relive just really has our backs. Here's the business cycle. We don't have math schools anymore. We have special events or business leadership trainings periodically. Those actually are not as scheduled as it looks like here. Those seem to happen, I'm not quite sure. It seems whenever the wind is going that way. It's great to know that they are available. But we have corporate support for the new people, both in our daily activity and for our daily activity. We've got all the podcasts are amazing, monthly story calls, support tools, as you've seen, and then the various daily activities. How you connect with people, and it's not one particular way. It's all of those. So, and the cycle just keeps going around. We've got our conferences, so we're going to be talking about that next, Roger.
Hey, we've got conference coming up. We're going to come down and visit Christina and the Penguin group down there in Anaheim on April 20th through the 21st. I've already got my tickets. I am stoked to come down to Anaheim. I love coming to Disneyland, and we might have to slip over to the park one day or something while we're there. Also, they're doing a conference in Orlando in October. So about a year from now, they'll be in October in Orlando. So that'll be awesome too. Get your tickets right now. Airfare's really, really low, you guys. So book your tickets.
Okay. So Puerto Vallarta Challenge. Roger counts today. So counting today, we have 72 days. And well, you should, because we've got 72 days to the end. That's actually more days than it took for the first place winner, Kimberly Burns, to earn her $5,000 cash just for spending money and her trip, which is so exciting. I mean, I think it just gives us all encouragement to do that. Now, Kimberly works her tail off. She has an amazing business, but we can do this. We just keep doing it on a consistent basis, and we can all be in Puerto Vallarta. We have 72 days. 72 days. So, Roger, did you want to add to that?
Just that Kim won that. She was the first distributor to qualify for the trip. Tom gave her a check for $5,000. There's still some checks out there, bonus money in addition to the trip. So keep working, earn that trip, and keep talking to people.
Absolutely.
And we all know how you do that. You have 10 quick starts and 5 master affiliates in the period of time from August till the end of December. So we still have, like Louise said, 72 days.
72 days. Countdown every day. So engage your team. Yes, develop a library of stories. I call it an arsenal. Develop your arsenal. And yeah, there is the road to presidential. That's the goal. To where are you at, where you need to go to, where not you only, but who are you taking to Puerto Vallarta with you? I am so excited to be working with a friend of mine who's in the business with me, but man, she's filling up her lines, and I am so excited. It's easier for me to concentrate on that and everything, and it comes around to me, but concentrate on who's going to go to, who can you help go to Puerto Vallarta? Stretch their thinking, stretch your thinking. What will it take to make key director in so many months? Who will be the next key director in your organization? All of those answers come out of what do they want, and you helping them to get what they want. Okay, Roger.
That's awesome. So, into the training, we do this. It's a circle. You do this over and over and over again. And when my wife and I were in San Diego recently, we went down to Seaport Village. And in Seaport Village, they have a bunch of little shops and stores that you can go into and a lot of different things. But they had a merry-go-round. And I said to Legine, let's ride the merry-go-round. She says, no, let's not. And I said, no, let's do. So we got on the merry-go-round and, just had a ball doing that. But this is kind of like a merry-go-round too, because you just go around these steps, have fun while you're doing it, you have fun with your people, and you just duplicate that over and over and over again. You identify people, you connect with them, you share the story with them, you ask for a decision, you register and go, and you help them to know who's next, and you follow up with them and help them to build their business as you build yours. So it's been a lot of fun to do training today, and let's see. Louise, we'll go back to doing our Fit 3 workout.
Yep,
and remember,
it's time.
Yep. remember, you guys, if you're not having fun, you're done. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, everyone. Have a great week. Thanks, Roger.
This is a great training, you guys. Thanks a bunch. You're awesome.
Thanks, guys. It was great.
Thanks so much.
Welcome. Thanks.